Leagues IV Trailblazer Reloaded is an Osrs temporary game mode where XP rates are boosted and the objective is to do tasks to unlock parts of the map. Depending on what you unlock, depends on what content you will be doing. My choices to raid for the first time. Join me as I fumble around for my first day in my first real Leagues Trailblazers event. Spoiler, I get a 99. Feel free to pause and take a look at the first tier relics. I do end up going Trickster because IMO, it is probably the best for my playstyle. It also seems pretty good in the early game, giving me access to Thieve for lots of Monet. And that's how we're going to start it off, by pickpocketing a man. This relic is so OP, I just click once and start accumulating money and bag coin pouches. Pretty sure I go all the way up to like 20-ish thieving on these men, on this one man alone. Man, whatever. Next, a couple basic tasks, killing goblins, chopping trees, all that good stuff. We're gonna go to the cows, train our basic melee stats to 10 each. Also getting our total combat level to 10. Lighting fire, cooking my schmeat. Total level 100. Milk the cow. Catching some shrimp. Putting it on the bobby. Checking out this cool new Trailblazer Recall home animation. This shit's fucking fire. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, task complete. Some more cooking. Mining. Ten tin ore. You know what I mean? Ben 10. Doing some smelting. Locating an air altar with my air talisman. Task complete. Doing some raking. Task complete. Stealing from ham members. Task complete. 30 thieving. Task complete. Accidentally had the RuneLight sidebar open. Finishing a rooftop. Task complete. It's 2 for 1 right there. Insulting Aggie, her robbing me of 20 coins, task complete. Pickpocketing Master Farmer, task complete, 40 as well. You get the point. Buying a spade for our future clue scrolls. As you can see, I'm starting it right now. I get a little distracted by cutting some trees. I'm like, yo, cutting with a steel axe. Fletching some shafts. That's fucking sick, mate. Entering Draenor Manor for the quest, for the clue. Getting my first casket. Couldn't resist, had to pop it open immediately, get a trim, and lose my mind. I thought that was like super rare, but I forget probably the odds to get unique equipment from these clues are a little boosted, you know what I mean? So, still pretty cool. I'm pickpocketing a guard to get our new relic choice. Freaking sick, mate. Area choice. buying a staff from what's his face? You know what I mean? Oh no, we did unlock a new relic. My bad. It's the Globetrotters, letting me have a necklace that has unlimited teleports to anywhere in the game that the ornate jewelry box can do. Obviously the ones that are checked out are ones in different continents of the map that I do not have yet, so, but it's very handy. I use this thing like 50 times in like 20 minutes doing these clue scrolls. Very handy. Lets me knock out these 10 clues. Unfortunately, I have to end up dropping some clues because of meeting requirements. Alright, time to open our caskets. We get a sick black plate body G. Ooh, so drippy. We end up getting a master clue scroll. I don't really know how it works. I think I read on the wiki that it's supposed to only give you clue steps that you're able to do, but unfortunately the clue scroll wanted me. Ooh, also black special helm there. Very nice. It's so drippy right now. The master clue wanted me to get like 3 Zamarok pieces, and I do not have any of those right now. Continue with the unboxing. Nothing super spectacular. Some amulets of power. They're okay. But I had to go to the bank to go deposit to open the others, and we got Bob's blue shirt, which is a collection slot item, which unlocked a task complete. And the rest of the chests are Garbaggio, steel, willow, black plate legs completing the set. Another amulet of magic. Other than that, nothing too exciting. There we go, another task for opening 800 coins worth from coin pouches. 50 thieving. Completing night at the museum gives us some points. Yeah, I know that's not what it's called. Also, total level 250. Stealing from the tea stall. I know how to talk. Petting the dog in Varuk. Helping Romeo find some true love. Quest completed. Task completed. Getting our fancy boots from the stronghold of security. Equipping them. Task completed. Re-upping, buying some runes from Rock and some bows and arrows from this guy's Emporium. Very nice. Completing a Varrock rooftop course. Task completed. And now boosting the other of my combat stats like magic, ranged, all that. End up getting ranged to 20 here. And we end up doing a little more magic and melee training at goblins because I'm requiring a hammer for Vampire Slayer. I know I can get one from the store, but I wanted to get my stats up a little bit higher before going to the vampire. That's why I get to 20 here on these mine goblins, you know. Boom. Alright. Equipping a mithril weapon and getting a chair to follow me. Task completed. Yeah, it was pretty easy. Had to unequip my armor to get my mage bonus. Other than that, he got smacked down. Got to 40 attack off of that. Vampire Slayer completed, but that's pretty freaking huge. Some combat levels. Combat level 25 task. Equipping an adamant weapon task. Lots of tasks completed. Leaving us one task left before we can unlock our new area. And we get it off of making some flour for Cook's assistant. and we need to do cook's assistant so I can cook something on the range in the kitchen. But here we are. We're gonna go Kandarin as our second unlock here, our first area unlock, I should say, because they force us to do Karamja in the tutorial. But Kandarin giving us Ardoin, a whole bunch of other stuff, unlocking Monkey Madness 1 and 2, which is pretty huge. But Ardoin for the, you'll see, for the thieving levels. And here we go, our home for the next little bit of the episode here. Getting to 60 thieving on these Knights of Ardougne and Paladins and Heroes here. Stealing from a gem stall. Pretty big task, giving us another relic unlock here, actually. We're gonna go with Banker's Note, letting us note anything that we want in our inventory and unnoting it in our inventory whenever. It's really good. I think it'll be good for bossing, obviously. The other one is Fire Cell, which allows everything in the shop to be free, and the shops have like insta refresh, so it's pretty good early game to get infinite money. But I am thinking of late game and doing bosses and raids, so being able to unnote a billion food is really good. Here we are killing a bunch of chickens in 6 seconds. Coming back from my food break here, we do some more thieving. Big surprise. It's where I'm gonna get a lot of my early game money to buy a lot of my early game supplies. 80 thieving, huge. Now we get to pickpocket heroes, which is a task completed. This is 90 thieving, absolutely massive. I have my Runelight loot tracker there on the side. End up getting some purple sweets that I end up munching on later, and some law runes that let me teleport to Varrock for a task completed. And here I am showing the power of my Banker's Note, noting some fishies, dancing on a graveyard, desecrating the lands. Here I am asking if we can catch anchovies in the waters here, and as I am trying to type it out properly, I end up catching an anchovy, which lets me avoid communication with any other players, which is great. Here we are burning some oak logs. I come to check on the greater lesser demon in the wizard's tower, and there's a line, and I ain't fucking with no line, so I'm like, I'm gonna come back later. Use the fairy ring to teleport anywhere, and to teleport to Zanaris is a 2-for-1 there. I accidentally fucked up my first teleport, of course. Getting a task from Vanica, another task completed. 2-for-1 actually. But the Chaos Druid's task, as I come to find out, is going to be a little harder to do. I unfortunately have to go into this dungeon because it's the only place where Chaos Druids are, but the door is locked. I need a pick lock, and the ways to get them are from, the only ways I can get them are from implings, a certain type of impling that I have not seen or got the hunter levels for, so, you know, we're a little behind on that. I go to the Tsar area to kill some fire dudes. I can get a task completed. Get my magic levels up a little bit as well. Hoping for an obby cape. Unfortunately, never lucky, you know. Completing 10 laps of the Varrock agility course. Getting a frog token. Equipping a frog mask. It's also a task completed. Future-proofing a task, getting a bunch of pineapples from a charter member, which buying from a charter member is also a task. Putting a bunch of pineapples in a compost bin, letting it rot, giving me super or ultra compost is a task complete. I just, you know, have to wait for that to compost for a bit. Using my unnoting powers, I put a bunch of bananas in a bin, which is another task completed, a medium task actually. Here we are, catching a herring. Task completed. Doing Gertrude's cat. Huge for the account. Look at that smug ass, Garfield looking ass. Task completed. Taking the Bon Voyage ship to Fossil Island. It's a task complete. Spinning some wool, getting my crafting levels, total levels up. Total level 500. Helping Fred in his sheep shearer quest. Cutting down this potato tree. Task completed. Crying in the wheat field. Task completed. Using a herring on a tree. Task completed. That was a weird one, I ain't gonna lie. In this clip, I fucking was trying to wait for a pineapple to grow, and I remember these guys have some like herb drops and stuff. I flew a little too close to the sun and got myself stabbed and poisoned, which is pretty horrible because I don't have a real way to cleanse that right now, I don't think. But the pineapple spawned, so I go pick that up. That's great. The only way I end up cleansing this is actually by dying later, fortunately. And one of our last unlocks for a new relic is to go into the Brimhaven dungeon here, which is a nice 40 points, 10 points, 10 points. And we're going to unlock our combat relic. Basically melee, giving you a chance to crit, faster attack speed, yada yada yada, range, giving you a chance to save arrows. I go with magic, 90% chance to not cast runes, giving me a rune pouch, a book that lets me change my spell book to any of the other spell types. It's a really great book actually. It's actually a really great combat. I don't usually do too much mage in the main game, but I think this is going to be pretty busted. It also has an AoE and multi-combat zones, but it's getting the rune pouch this early is super nice, allowing me to store a bunch of my runes in there, up to 5 runes in there, giving me a lot more bag space to work with. And yeah, I cleanse my poison here by dying, fortunately. And this is an update on the end of the day here. Got 99 thieving while editing this video, 107 total level. This is our bank 4 mil, actually 5 mil total, and a bunch of supplies. Oh my gosh, jugs of wine, my freaking runelight just blew up my ears. Some death rune seeds, all of that good stuff. Until next time.